welcome back. It's Julie, and today we're going to be doing my top 3 favorites of every single category in makeup. I'm going to split this video into 2 so that you guys could soak in every single thing that I say. So I'm basically going to do face products in this video, and the next video is going to be the eyes, brows, lips, everything like that. So stay tuned. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to watch that video, and also there will be a giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers, so stay tuned for that, and let's just get into it. So for primers, I'm so excited about this one. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. Basically, this has salicylic acid in it, so it is supposed to fight acne while priming your face at the same time. The green part is supposed to help correct redness, and I have a huge problem with clogged pores, so a lot of primers do break me out, so something like this is just vital for me and super essential. As you can tell, it's super well loved. It is the same consistency as the Putty Primer collection. It is just acne fighting. The next one, I love this. If you've been watching my channel for a little bit now, you know that this is awesome. The e.l.f. one, the other e.l.f. one I kind of took over, but I really love this one as well. I kind of want to try these two paired together, but this is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Primer. This is so awesome. It is super tacky, and it does not break me out as well. So supposedly this is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I've never tried that primer. I heard it breaks people out, so I'm kind of scared to try that. But this one doesn't. It smells so good. It smells like a mint chocolate chip, which is so nice, and it makes your makeup last so long. It is super cooling on the face. I really love this. Next up, we have the NYX Marshmallow Primer. So this primer is super fluffy, just like marshmallow, as it states on the packaging. I like this one basically for hydration. I do like this for longevity, but I would say this is more of like a hydrating primer if you have dry skin. So maybe paired with a gripping primer, it would be really nice as well. But for my dry skinned guys and gals, whoever, this is great. Now on to foundations. I know you know that I wouldn't go without mentioning this product. This is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is my absolute favorite of all time. Every single day wear foundation. So I have been through one of these already, and as you could tell, I'm finishing my second tube. I literally use this every single day, and I just don't understand how I can love something else as much as I love this for everyday use. It is high coverage, beautiful, does not break me out, and it is so nice and velvety and hydrating on the skin. It is literally perfection. I'm not wearing it today. I tested out something else today, but nonetheless, this is going to be a staple in my collection forever. For going out and super high coverage days, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation is so incredibly stunning. I don't need to spot conceal when I use this, even if I have a huge breakout. This is super duper high coverage, but yet so silky and smooth on the skin. A little bit goes a long way, and it is just stunning on the skin. Charlotte Tilbury has amazing products, and as you're gonna see, there's a nice little trend of me loving their products. This is great. Lastly, for the foundation, I have this Morphe Filter Effect foundation. This is great as well. I'd say it's a dupe for this Charlotte Tilbury one, but a little less coverage. I do prefer this one for high coverage, but if I want a little bit more of than this, then I will gravitate towards this most likely. So this is fantastic, and it leaves such a beautiful velvety finish on the skin. It's not glowy, it's not matte, it's just velvet. So it's gonna make your skin look nice and porcelain. I do have a specific review on my channel about this, so go check that out. Alrighty, concealer. As you know, I have dark circles. I need to find the best of the best concealers. I usually don't switch it up, but these are my top 3 favorites. The Too Faced Born This Way concealer has been an absolute favorite of mine for years now. Ever since it came out, I've been a huge fan. So this concealer is a high coverage, hydrating concealer. So I would say this is comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape, but a hydrating version of it. So if you have dry under eyes, this is gonna be great for you. If you have oily skin, this is gonna be great for you as well. Spot concealing, anything, contouring even, this is great. It's just a super blendable, high coverage concealer. Amazing. I would say it's more like medium to buildable. Next up, we have this Jouer High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I'm so in love with this concealer, you have no idea. I use this when I go out because I don't want to like waste the product, even though it's not that expensive. It is just so stunning. This is super duper high coverage. Your under eyes will not show underneath this. It is just amazing. The applicator is even just like the best. I can never live without this, and this is beautiful. I pair it with this foundation when I go out, and honestly, there's zero flaws when I do wear this concealer. Next up, a little drugstore version that I've absolutely been loving and that I'm wearing on my face today is the Juvia's Place Concealer. So I love this underneath the eyes, and I also love this to spot conceal. This is extremely high coverage for a $10 price. You cannot beat this from the drugstore, and honestly, it is just the greatest. It is a velvety finish. It is not matte, so it is super blendable on the skin. It's not super glowy to where it's gonna accentuate your imperfections. So I absolutely love this, and it is so high coverage. A little bit goes a long way, and again, you cannot beat the price tag. Let's get into under eye powder. The first one is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This is a thin formula, but it does not create any flashback in any photos. None of these do. So this is a super lightweight formula. I love using this to go out because it is just super lightweight, and you don't want to feel like you have so much makeup when you're outside sweating or in a club or anything like that. I love this. It is super thin underneath the eyes, so it's just easy to use, and a little bit goes a long way because it is so thin, but it packs a punch as well, and this is just great. Trust me, it is worth it. Next up, this is an OG favorite. Of course, I had to mention my Coty Airspun Loose Base Powder. I've been through 100 of these. I keep this in my MUA kit. It is amazing. This is a little bit thicker. I love this for baking. It does not create any flashback as well. I don't use any of these to set underneath or set my whole entire face, but just underneath the eyes and underneath my contour. This is amazing. This is gonna add a little bit of coverage, but not too much. Next up, this is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Powder. I've mentioned this a few times on my channel. This is amazing, and this brand is amazing as well. I would say it's pretty comparable to the Coty Airspun, but this one has a gross scent, I do have to say, but it does go away. This one doesn't, and it is super lightweight, not as lightweight as the Hourglass one, so I'd say it's in between, but it does give a nice finish on the skin, super velvety and super soft. Let's get into face powders. My absolute favorite face powder is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Face Powder. So I like to use number 2 all over the face. It is beautiful. It gives you a velvety finish. It adds coverage. It is just perfection. It is literally flawless, as it says in the name. I do like using number 1 after I bake underneath my eyes to wipe everything away and add that little bit of coverage and sheen underneath the eyes. It just makes it look so flawless and airbrushed. Again, this is like literally the perfect name for this powder. Next up, I've hit pan on this product. It is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Translucent Powder. I love using this all over my face. So basically, this is for my dewy skin lovers. So if you need to set your face because your makeup moves around, but you want to keep that hydration and that glow on your skin, I know it's a huge struggle, but honestly, this is the way to go because this is formulated with pearl something in it to make sure that your skin is just glowy, even though it is set and it's gonna last all day long. Next up, we have this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is a mattifying powder, but it is not drying on the skin. It just leaves such a velvety finish on the skin. It does mattify, but not too much, so you're still gonna have a little bit of a glow from within, but it does add a beautiful coverage on the skin as well, and it is great underneath the eyes as well. Alrighty, take two because my camera battery died, so let's try and get through this. Let's get into cream bronzer. For the first one, I have the Makeup by Mario contour stick. I was gonna say it's not working. I absolutely love this. So basically you have the contour stick up top. I have it in the shade medium, and then it has this little brush. I don't really like the brush, but this product is super duper blendable and it looks great layered with his powder bronzer, but on its own this looks amazing. It is super creamy and blendable. I don't know, this is just so stunning, and his undertones are impeccable. Next up, if you want a little bit more of a natural contour, this is the Fast Base Concealer from Makeup Revolution. So I have it in the shade, I think this is C14. So it has a little applicator like this, a little sponge tip, and you just twist it. I love this for my more natural days when I just want creams on my face. So I just dot it on my skin, and it just gives the most perfect natural contour to the skin. So it adds that color, but it is not like super duper pigmented to where it's gonna be like a harsh contour. Next up, this is my OG favorite. This is the Chanel cream bronzer. I love this stuff. As you can tell, it is well loved. It is such a perfect shade. I wish they had more, but it does smell kind of fragrance, but it does go away. This is beautiful on its own and layered. This is literally an OG product. So many people love this and it's a staple. It is quite pricey, but honestly, this has lasted me probably 2 years. It's probably expired, but it's good in my eyes. I just use it on myself, so no big deal. I love this. I don't use this every day, but when I do want a nice lightweight but buildable contour, I will totally use this. Let's get into powder bronzer. The Revlon Skin Lights bronzer in the shade Sunlit Glow is so stunning. So it is such a perfect undertone, and it adds a nice sheen to the face. So if you like a glowy bronzer, this is going to be perfect for you. It is not glittery or chunky or anything like that, but it adds a beautiful luminosity to the face, and it is literally the perfect summer glow. I'm obsessed with this bronzer, and paired with a cream contour underneath, your face is gonna look totally snatched and glowy. On a similar scale, we have the Milani Dolce bronzer. So this is like a little mineral is this mineral? Marble bronzer, sorry. So it is glowy as well, but this one is a tiny bit more shimmery. I don't want to say shimmery because you're gonna think glitter, but they're just different undertones. So depending on what you're looking for, this one's darker undertone, this one is more neutral. So for a more natural day, I would totally use this one. It lasts forever, and it comes with a mirror in it as well. But this is amazing, and it has like a nice little neutral golden undertone. I absolutely love this. My most recent favorite right now, this is a matte bronzer from Juvia's Place. So it comes with a bronzer and a contour. These shades look super odd, honestly. I would never gravitate towards this palette, but this is the medium palette, I believe, and yes. So it is the medium palette, and honestly, I'm wearing it today, and these shades go so well with my undertone. I have an olive undertone. I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban, so even though I'm a little pale sometimes when I do get sun, or in general, I have an olive undertone. So these look amazing, and you could totally see that they're just like weird colors, but I promise you they work. Let's get into some cream blushes. I love this collection from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I just picked out one of them, but these are amazing because you could wear them underneath your makeup with cream products, or you could wear this on top of powder. It does not lift or separate. I would recommend using this with cream products, and then if you want to use this with powder products, I would recommend taking a brush and then applying it on the face, because if you drag it, it is going to lift, but the product itself does not lift the makeup. So this is great and super versatile product. It does also dry down, so it is not going to stay super creamy on the skin, which is amazing. Next up, we have this Honest Beauty blush. I love this. This is for my natural gals and guys out there. This is amazing. This is in the shade Peony Pink. I love this just because it adds a nice flush to the skin. I love this when I just need to add a little bit of color to the face, but I don't want to do anything crazy, like a little beach day or a pool day, something like that. This is my go-to cream blush, and it looks so beautiful and just gives you a nice flush on the skin. Next up, we have some Rare Beauty. So I have it in the shade Joy. A little bit goes a long way. This really packs a punch, and this applicator is so cool. So I literally just put 2 dots on my skin when I have my cream products on, and then I put all of my makeup on top plus powder, and this still pokes through. This is amazing, and honestly, this is amazing to layer underneath any powder blush because it's going to make your blush last that much longer, and it is so pigmented, so this is going to last you so long. Onto powder blushes. So I love these Essence blushes, whether it's the Mosaic blushes or just the regular blushes. These are amazing. They pack such a punch. These are 2 of them. I have more of these. This one is in the shade Beloved, and this one is in the shade All You Need Is Pink. But let me tell you, these pack a punch, and they're so inexpensive and affordable. These are so underrated. I know this one is not underrated, but this one totally is, and they have a few colors. I want them to come out with more because these are essentials in my collection, and I will never replace these. This is my most recent favorite. This is the Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade Baddie on the Block. I'm wearing it today, and I've been wearing my makeup for a few hours now, and I can't tell you enough. I love this. This is beautiful, pigmented, and lasts so long. I'm super impressed, and I did a whole review on some of her new rebranding, so go check that out. Lastly, for blush, I just have this Bougie Rouge collection from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have both blush palettes, but I love this one in particular. This is the Warm Tone palette, and these just are super creamy, velvety, not glowy or anything like that. They are just velvety on the skin, glide on, super pigmented, and well worth the money. Let's get into some liquid highlight. I have this one that I like to use underneath my makeup. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. This adds such a beautiful glow underneath the skin, and it is so amazing for a nice prep to create such a glowy look. This is amazing. I don't really use this on top of my makeup, but for underneath, I love this. Take 3 because my camera decided to die again, but I'm not gonna give up, so the dedication is real. For the next liquid highlighter, we're going to talk about the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid highlighter in the shade Lightning. So I haven't used this on my face, but I do like this all over the body. It has a nice little dropper in here, so too much doesn't come out at a time. I do want to try it on the face, but I feel like it's a little icy for me. So maybe in the winter time when I'm a little less bronzed, then this would work, but this is a great body highlighter. Last but not least, for liquid highlighters, we have this Hollywood Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Spotlight. So I love this, and honestly, I bought this before the whole Madison Beer thing went viral. I do have the blush one too, love that as well. So it has this little applicator, and I love this because you can open and close it, so none of it is going to squeeze out and get super messy. This is amazing. A little bit goes a long way. You can layer this with your cream products or on top of your powder products, and this is going to give you a nice luminous glow but with no glitter. It's just going to be like a nice glow from within but still pack a punch. Last but not least, for this part of the video, we're going to go into powder highlighters. The first one is this Jouer highlighter. It is in the shade Molten Glow. Just take a moment for this packaging. How cute is this? This is a beautiful highlighter. It is a nice undertone as well. I feel like it just goes well with neutral undertones. So if you're like olive / neutral, this will look pretty, but also fair complexion, I feel like this will look pretty. For darker skin tones, I don't know if it would work as a highlighter, but on the eyes, I mean, this is just super blinding and reflective. It is super creamy, and I don't really have many highlighters that have this kind of undertone. This really packs a punch, and it is not super glittery. As you can tell, I don't like super glittery things. This Makeup by Mario one has been my favorite for ever now since I got it. It is so beautiful. I thought it was going to be too dark for me, but honestly it is a perfect shade. I'm not wearing it today, but I have been wearing this every single day. It literally packs the greatest punch, and when you're nice and tan and glowy, this is just so perfect to pair on top. Makeup by Mario knows exactly what he's doing. And last but not least, we are talking about the Revlon Skin Lights. This is in Daybreak Glimmer. I am wearing it today, so this is a lighter one. It's still golden undertone, but of course it is light, so it is reflective. I am wearing it today, so it is a glow from within, but again, packs a punch. So as you could tell, it basically just reflects off of the light. If I'm facing forward, it just looks like I have a nice healthy glow, which I love about this, and it is super inexpensive. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching part 1 out of 2 from this video. For the next one, we're going to talk about brows, setting spray, mascara, eyeshadows, eyeliner, lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner, lashes, chapstick, all of that. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Also make sure to stay active because a giveaway is coming once we reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!